Everyone, Blake Sloan here. Got a brand new awesome success story with one of brand new people on our team who's been absolutely crushing it here with Joe Hutton. And he not only came in, has an amazing background, college degree, previous success before, and came into the business and got licensed, came through our training system, and actually had a house under contract in his first 2 weeks.
Yep.
And so what's your experience been like, so far in regards to the level of training, knowledge, and obviously the speed of what you've kind of seen happen to your career initially?
Yeah, so I came in basically with no sales experience whatsoever, pretty much. I worked at True Green prior to this. Had a little bit of sales experience back in New York. I used to work in residential treatment facilities with children with like psychological, behavioral issues. I actually ran a unit out there as a supervisor. So really it's pretty limited as far as sales and that kind of thing. Moved down here a few years ago, got into the program, decided that, I think real estate's for me. Did the training like classes you said, and basically hopped into here. I'm still learning, constantly learning, always learning. We get the training every week, which has been helping me out a lot.
And that's one thing that, absolutely crushing. I mean, we were just talking about earlier, but, we're just, 2.5 weeks now, but you have a house under contract with a client. You got 7 active, clients who are signed clients looking to buy now, and you said a few of those within the next month almost.
Yeah.
And so the speed's been super fast. And what do you think has been your level of I guess experience of all the things you learned from the tools you were given? Obviously, you obviously have too many leads or too short of leads.
Right.
More leads you can handle.
More leads I can handle. Yeah.
And
exactly.
The key part of that is having the training to understand. Like now we have processes and scripts and things like that. How do you feel that you've been able to prepare based on the tools that you're given?
Yeah, so the training, the script was the first thing. I had to pass the script test first. I passed it in 2.5 days.
Right.
So I learned how to talk to people on the phone, and actually the one that I have under contract, they're actually an out-of-town lead. So I learned, got really comfortable over the phones with him, ended up coming down here, got him under contract, so that worked out well.
It's one of those that you kind of came in, you actually just did the work, right? Not like you said, not anything over the top. You just came in, learned this stuff, and then you felt like the level of training you received. You feel like you were accurately prepared. You think in that regard?
Absolutely.
I mean, it's pretty cool to come in, have a proven system, right? Technology, video training, anything like that, and you're able to come in and not only just get some stuff going on, but you're able to advise your clients from the place they should be, right?
Yeah.
And obviously super confident. We're able to check in every single day to see what's going on, obviously the mentorship and stuff. But when you and I met before, you're kind of like, blown away and impressed in regards to what you saw our system has and versus everybody else. How did what we have compared to anybody else that you saw?
Yeah, so the system here is designed for us to succeed, and it's designed for the person buying a house to succeed too. So I interviewed a few other real estate companies, and none of them had what you offered here at Sloan Realty. Basically, you were finding your own leads. So here we have the leads coming in, so you have what to pick from. Everything is kind of categorized, so you can follow up. You know exactly when you talk to somebody last. When to follow up with somebody. So everything's kind of designed in your favor. So as long as you follow the steps and do what you're supposed to be doing, I don't see how you can't be successful.
Pretty cool, right? And on top of that, able to follow back up. You have somebody who books appointments for you too,
right?
Even, which is super cool. Where you can spend your time following back up, nurturing with clients and doing our part. We also have an inside sales department that books the appointments and allows you to have instant, be able, I guess you say, business where people are coming in, consistently. That's one of the challenges you ran into today. We had everybody down here with appointments, and every single room was filled up, and that's a good thing to have, right? And so, ultimately, based on your research and stuff you saw before, what would you say to anybody that was getting the business that wasn't really sure what to do? Because obviously, it's a big decision, an important decision that will determine, their success in this business. Ideally, what would you tell them if they were, considering something like we have? Or a lot of times, I think it's so much it kind of blows you away. They're kind of a little bit skeptical. I mean, what would you say to anybody that's maybe seeing that or thinking that it's the real deal, right?
Yeah. So a lot of people, actually, that was what drew me here in the first place, because I heard so much about it and I wanted to know more. It almost sounded too good to be true, to be honest with you. And now I know that it's not. And I'm so glad that I signed up here, because I've talked to other people that are in my classes and they don't even have one person that they're working with yet. And I now have 7 and 1 under contract already.
In 2.5 weeks, right?
Which in 2.5 weeks, yes.
Pretty awesome. And so that's something that we're super excited about. I just want to share kind of the success with that, because like I told you in the first few days, hey man, you keep this up, you're going to crush it with a big future. Not only that, clients that are super happy, and I think that's super cool here to see as well. So super appreciative. Proud of Joe. Watch out for him in some of the next big videos coming, and super proud of you, brother.
All right, appreciate it.